This is the 1891 Women's Suffrage Petition, which is one of the most wonderful documents for women's history in Australia and especially in Victoria. They stated that they wanted equal status with men, that half the population shouldn't be without the vote. The women who were collecting the signatures spent a mere 10 weeks. It was the most amazing logistics if you think about it today. No mobile phones, no telephones, and here they were going throughout Victoria and suburban Melbourne as well. How they were able to achieve it was that they went along the railway lines, and of course the railway was a labyrinth throughout Victoria, and then they would collate them all, stick them on with glue, old-fashioned glue, flour and water I presume, onto linen and cotton and sew it together. There's a lot of research being done on it. This is the centenary of the women's suffrage year. I think with this year we'll learn even more about these women and what they were doing and why they were doing it. This is a little catalogue done by the Central Goldfields area, and they had an exhibition in which they featured stories from these women who had signed it in that area. I have a personal interest in the petition because my great-grandmother signed it, Hannah Toole, and we were so excited, the whole family, to find that she had done this. She'd come out as a young woman, she was about 18, I think it was, with her family from Bristol in Gloucestershire, and they had settled in the goldfields. It must have been incredibly tough. A couple of years later, she married William Toole, and she proceeded to have 10 children. I think she knew what it was to want to have some rights. Obviously, from the time when Hannah signed it, she saw tremendous changes. Women in the other states gained the vote, and then eventually in Victoria in 1908. I think she could appreciate that women had gained a huge amount. They certainly didn't have those rights in England or the United States. Australia was ahead of its time. I think about my ancestors because I think there's a couple of others who also signed it, and that was the beginning. We got the vote, but then women still had to achieve so much more. I'm old enough to have started work when we didn't have equal pay. I was part of the movement to get equal pay for women and equal rights in so many other areas. But you couldn't have done it without their work, their dedication, their organisation in the first place.